The Mega Man X3 TAS is incredible, and after you guys have been commenting about it for so long, we know you gotta check it out. We're starting off with a banger intro sequence with X and Zero taking down a new version of the B thing from Mega Man X1. I'm not sure why they needed to upgrade it, maybe those are stronger. I don't know, I don't think we ever get to fight one of those in Mega Man X3, which is weird to me, but anyway, as you can see, this is the TAS and we should enjoy it. And I know, before you guys comment, Mega Man X3, more like Mega Man XP, don't comment that. Mega Man X3 is a very good game, and one of the main reasons it's a very good game is, hold on, there's a cutscene here. I can't read, but this purple guy's a real jerk. Why'd you do that to Mega Man? That's not cool. Mega Man got one shot by... This guy's crazy powerful. Surely if there's a boss fight of him in the future, it won't go well for whoever's fighting him. Anyway, the main reason Mega Man X3 is so cool, or one of them, is you get to play as Zero. And I know you get to play as Zero in some of the future Mega Man X games, but this is the first time it was truly possible. And really, this is the only game that he feels truly as powerful as he should feel. Because in Mega Man X1, you looked up to Zero. You're like, this Zero guy's crazy. And, yeah, in this game, he feels overpowered. I mean, you have these crazy charge shots, you have the Z-Saber. And who else to kill this overpowered purple guy than Zero? I mean, look how fast that was. Nuts. Nuts. And TAS did an interesting strat there. When I watch the real-life speedrunners do this, they normally shoot a charge shot earlier on. They use one charge shot and then the Z-Saber to kill that guy. So I don't know why TAS did 2 charge shots. There's probably a reason. I just don't know it. But, yeah, that was that purple guy out of the way. I'm not sure what his deal was. He never shows up ever again in any Mega Man game ever. I would like to know more about him, but we got an intro boss to fight. And this guy is giant. My goodness. This is going to be a hard battle. Right? I mean, no way Mega Man could take on such a large boss. No way. Oh, never mind, he died. Alright. Oh, and his eyes are messed up. TAS! I don't know how you did that, but I'm impressed. I've never seen that before. Well, anyway, let's move on to the actual game. And of course, we're going to start off with the Blizzard Buffalo stage, which is one of my favorite stages ever in terms of aesthetic. We have this destroyed city in the background. I love snow levels already. And oh my goodness, these slopes are being used to a huge advantage here to gain speed and stuff. And one of the main reasons this stage is going to be gone to first is because, first of all, there's the dash boots. I don't even know if we'll get them in this game because this is 80% and not 100%, but also, Blizzard Buffalo's weapon is really good in this game, as I'm sure you guys will see very soon. Once again, using those slopes to gain momentum, not just slopes, icy slopes. And this is the game where the ladder's hitboxes are the weirdest. I don't know if you'll notice, but throughout the game, Mega Man will probably wall jump towards the top of the ladder in a weird spot. And that's because the hitbox for the ladders in this game towards the top are very weird. And yeah, we're not getting the dash boost, we're just going straight to Blizzard Buffalo. But how is this fight gonna go? Oh, that was a cool rhyme. Well, Blizzard Buffalo is one of the easiest bosses of all time. You just jump in the air, and then when you jump in the air, Blizzard Buffalo cannot see you, and then he gets so mad that he bangs his head against the wall. He's like, "Where'd Mega Man go? Ah!" And he turns around. "Where'd Mega Man go? Ah!" He just does that the whole fight, and there he is. He's dead. I don't know how Mega Man killed him while shooting to the right. Probably one of those TAS black magic trickeries, but great fight. That was very enjoyable. And next up, we have Toxic Seahorse, which is can be a difficult stage, especially if you don't know what you're doing. And TAS clearly does know what he's doing here, or Mega Man does at least, because this is crazy. This is also a very cool stage. I mean, I'm not going to praise this game the entire time because my subscribers already know that I love Mega Man X3. I don't know why it gets so much hate. Well, I've heard why. I just don't agree with the reasons that everyone gives for why it deserves so much hate. I love Mega Man X3. I think it could be the best Mega Man X game. I'm not going to go as far as to say it is, but anyway, this stage is amazing. It's very fun in general. I mean, we even got some flashing lights in the background, and it turns into a water level. I mean, this is no Bubble Crab stage, but it's cool nonetheless, right? Anyway, we're about to see a lot of use of Blizzard Buffalo's weapon because not only is it the weakness for Toxic Seahorse, it's also the weakness for this mini-boss coming up, which is important because now we have that weapon. Also, it's the weakness to Bit, I believe, who can show up in this stage sometimes with RNG, but TAS is really good at getting lucky. I don't think TAS has ever had bad RNG. Also, did you see how fast that fight was? I blinked for like a second. I wasn't looking, and it's already done. And that's because Blizzard Buffalo's weapon killed it. That's the weakness of that mini boss. You can kill it very fast. But you don't want to use all your Blizzard Buffalo weapon because you got to use it on Toxic Seahorse. And that's why if you get so unlucky that Bit spawns in this stage, you're going to really have to conserve ammo and land every shot. And this is such a pretty background. I'm pretty sure the cover for Mega Man X3 is that background right there with multiple Mavericks on it. Maybe I'm mistaken. Mega Man X3 is such a rare game on the Super Nintendo that it's hard to get a copy. But anyway, let's fight Toxic Seahorse. Here we go. How is this fight going to go? Well, there's actually a glitch here. Just like Commando Man for Mega Man 10, for some reason there's a weird invincibility frame bypass glitch where you could just spam like basically every frame and the health bar melts. Toxic Seahorse is not supposed to be killed that fast, but we all know TAS, so great fight. And here we have Tunnel Rhino stage, which when I was speedrunning the game was where I reset the most. This stage can be very brutal because, especially in the 80% route where you don't get any hard tanks or upgrades, I don't know if I don't remember the route fully. Maybe I got more, like, you know, at least a couple hard tanks, but I'm pretty sure we didn't get any. And this stage is just brutal. Everything does so much damage, so seeing TAS fly through it already, even though it's the beginning, is insane. And again, Toxic Seahorse's weakness, or weapon, is the weakness to a lot of these bosses. It's the weakness to Tunnel Rhino. And here we have Bit, who I believe is weak to the Blizzard Buffalo, like I said earlier. And we're actually fighting him, which is crazy. So in Mega Man X2, I talked about Violin and Agile, and that if you don't kill them with their weakness, they die a certain way. That's actually for Mega Man X3. So as you see, TAS switched to the Mega Buster at the end because TAS doesn't want to actually kill Bit. You see Bit teleported away, escaped. That's because you did not kill Bit with the weakness. If you were to kill Bit with the weakness, Bit would die, and that changes the castle boss later on, and I'll point it out when it shows up. And I assume it's faster to fight God Car Machine, I believe he's called. Crazy name for a boss, but anyway. This is Tunnel Rhino stage. And now we're going to see that I'm pretty sure Toxic Seahorse's weapon is the weakness of this mini-boss, which is where I thought we were at, but it doesn't matter when you can kill him that fast. Good googly moogly. How fast must TAS have mashed right there? Am I right? Anyway, continuing on with the stage. Even jumps like that are very hard. I mean, even these little meatballs made of rocks, they all pack a punch. If you try to speedrun this stage will become an issue. At least it was for me. And I'm a great Mega Man X player. But now it's time to fight Tunnel Rhino. And here's Tunnel Rhino himself, also known as Drill Man in the classic series, but in Rhino form. Now he is weak to the acid, as you can see, but for some reason TAS is using the plain old dude as well. I assume that's to either manipulate the invincibility frames or to manipulate whatever this thing is. Where the bosses in Mega Man X3, when they get below a certain health threshold, they turn all pearlescent like that, and they're invincible, and that's slow. You don't want them to be invincible, so it was either to manipulate that or to get more shots in. I don't know, but TAS does know, and TAS did that as fast as possible. So congratulations, TAS, on another good fight. And next up, we have Neon Tiger stage. And by the way, if you're wondering why I'm skipping the boss intros, that's because you actually can skip the boss intros in this game, which is crazy. A first in the entirety of this series we've been looking at, Mega Man Classic and Mega Man X. And you know what? I appreciate that for a speedrun. Sure, the intros are cool, they're cinematic, and you can watch them if you're playing casually. But the fact that you can skip them in a speedrun, it's so nice. I can't even elaborate. And I won't. I'm not going to elaborate. And here's this caterpillar guy, weak to Blizzard Buffalo's weapon. He's exploding. He is dead. He reminds me a lot of the boss from Rock Band and Forte. You know what I'm talking about? I like Rock Band and Forte. Anyway. Neon Tiger is actually another hard stage. If Tunnel Rhino wasn't hard enough, this is probably the second hardest stage in the speedrun, at least for me, because it's still early on. You have no upgrades, and again, I don't remember the exact route. I don't know if you even get upgrades in the 80% run for humans. TAS definitely won't, because TAS is really good at this game, believe it or not. Oh, and now we're just throwing in weapons for fun. Crazy stuff here. Now, are we going to run into Bite? Bite. How many bits are in a Bite? What is that, like 8? I don't know. I might sound stupid. I'm pretty sure it's 8 or 10. But anyway, Bite is bigger than Bit. Literally. In this game. Unless I'm getting the names mixed up, in which case that stinks. But what doesn't stink is the fact that we're about to fight Neon Tiger. And here's Neon Tiger. What kind of a fight is he going to put up? Now, his weakness is actually Crush Crawfish's weapon, meaning we're going to have to use the plain old dude. And my goodness gracious, this must be some RNG manipulation if I've ever seen it. And Mega Man's placement right there is crazy. I didn't know you could get that close to Neon Tiger without getting hit. Somehow so far right that you aren't getting hit by the projectiles, but just enough left where you don't get hit by his hitbox. That's insane. I wonder what the window is for that. Is that a pixel perfect positioning? Or is it like, do you have like 3 pixels of leeway? It can't be that many. Anyway, that was impressive and very cool to see. Now we have Volt Catfish's stage, one of the most iconic stages from this game, if I do say so myself, and I do. And it looks like we are not going to visit the question mark guy. I didn't show the cutscene because this is a TAS run and a TAS video. I'm not going to make you sit through the cutscenes. But at some point in Mega Man X3, they show off that there's some hunters attacking Mega Man X around the loose. These guys are called the Nightmare Police, not the X-Hunters. I don't know why they're called the Nightmare Police, but they are. And one of them is named question mark. So I guess we'll see who that guy is. But anyway, we're seeing some crazy stuff. I thought we were about to see some spike wall jumps earlier. We just saw Neon Tiger's weapon get used to take out a swarm of enemies. And if Bite were to show up, it would be here. Nope, no more Bite this time. All right, good. I hate that guy anyway. I don't know what the benefit is to running into them at all. Maybe it's unavoidable. But for TAS at least, I would assume it's not unavoidable. But TAS didn't kill Bit, so I don't know. Anyway, we're seeing some great gameplay here as always. This is a TAS run. I don't know if you guys are aware of that. And this is the end of the stage. So let's fight Volt Catfish. And here's Volt Catfish. Now this guy is simultaneously ugly and pretty as far as Mavericks go. And he's weak to Tunnel Rhino's weapon. So I'm not sure why it's not being used here. I assume it's because there's a very long cooldown for invincibility frames. And I guess just using the plain old dude is faster. But I never knew that. That's a fun fact. Maybe it's an RNG manipulation to make sure he doesn't jump in the middle like he's doing right there. Oh, and he switched to it at the end to cancel that. Genius, TAS. Genius. This TAS guy doesn't mess up. What a great fight. And now we have Crush Crawfish, which is a personal favorite of mine. Maybe my favorite stage and favorite mapper from this game. If that is the case, it may be nostalgia because I loved this stage as a kid. But look at this. That guy just falls from the sky. That's cool. I don't know what's up with that. There's a secret in that wall as well, but who needs that? Let's just skip past that guy. You can go down there for another secret, but again, who needs that? Not me. Are we going to run into Bite, though, with this beautiful ocean view in the background? Nope, no Bite. The bait did not work. Anyway, we're continuing. I love the ocean view in the background. I mean, are we going to see... Oh, it's the question mark guy. Here we go. Let's see how this goes. And this is a very metal soundtrack here. It doesn't fit the rest of the... I mean, it fits. It's, you know, it's not out of place. But it sounds very different than every other song from this game, I would say. It's fitting, though, so... And I appreciate it. And let's see who this triple question mark guy really is anyway. All right, show yourself. Who is this triple question mark guy? Vile! How did Vile come back from the dead? That doesn't make any sense. We killed Vile. Now, he is weak to Neon Tiger's weapon, which is this machine gun weapon right here. And yeah, you can cheese Vile just by sitting here and jumping right before he stabs you. Yeah, the Mega Man X connoisseurs would call this Spark Mandrill Syndrome as if it's some kind of disease. And once again, we're going to fight... Okay, are you normally able to move during the weapon fill-up thing? If so, that's crazy that you could stand in Vile without getting damaged. But anyway, we're about to find out if Vile dies to the weakness or not. Because I think Vile's also weak to Crush Crawfish's weapon, but... Okay, Vile was killed by the weakness, so we should see Vile explode unless I'm crazy. Yeah, no, okay, so Vile was killed. I'm sure this is setting up to have a better boss fight, though I don't remember if Vile matters. Vile's definitely not a part of God Car Machine, but Vile might be... I'm sure he's related to something. I mean, he's not in the game for no reason. But now we have a Metroid-esque escape sequences. We all love those. I mean, I love Metroid. I will make videos on Metroid in the near future. I don't know exactly when or what, but they'll probably be similar to my other Mega Man videos. I'm not going to go straight into watching a Metroid TAS. That seems out of place. Unless you guys really, really want to see that. I have done some speedrunning in Super Metroid, but not a lot. I do love that game, though. Anyway, the game is lagging. That is the biggest slowdown in this entire game so far, is lag. And this game does have the VFX chip that allows for wireframe, so... Allegedly, there's less lag there than ever, but yeah. Anyway, Vile is dead. We're continuing on with the stage to take on Crush Crawfish. And this thing right here, this ship, this is cool. You blow up another one of these guys. I mean, this level is very creative with those double-spiked enemies. I don't know what their name is, but... And now, just like in Overdrive Austria stage, we run into a thing right here to explode. I've never seen it explode that fast, but... You blow it up so bad that the entire level goes sideways. It rotates 90 degrees. I don't know how or why that's physically possible. I guess we're inside of a ship and we made it sink. Like the ship was like this and we made it sink. I don't know. Anyway, let's just fight Crush Crawfish. Now, Crush Crawfish is weak to Volt Catfish's weapon, which we see here. Oh, and we see another invincibility frame bypassing glitch. I forgot that was there. I was aware of that glitch, but I forgot about it, and like most of the glitches in Mega Man, that never gets old. What a great fight with 2 slivers of health to spare. And here we have Gravity Beetle stage. This is a great stage. It has a great sound. One of the best songs in all of Mega Man X. Well, at least all of Mega Man X3, but it's a good contender for a top 10 all-time song, I'd say. I haven't done any top 10s yet, by the way, so just know in the future I will do that, but I'm not out of ideas yet, guys. Oh, wait. Is it him? Is this Big-Bellied Bite? Oh, my goodness. His health bar fills up, and I believe he is weak to this, so we are using his weakness to at least get... No, this is what he's weak to. Okay, I'm just dumb. He's definitely weak to the drills from Tunnel Rhino. Yeah, so what he does is he throws a magnet over there, it sticks to the wall, and then he dashes and tries to kill it. But once again, Bites was killed without a weakness, meaning we are going to see God Car Machine as a boss in the Sigma Castle. So that should be interesting. But it's time to continue on with the stage. Let's see the weird ladder wall jump. I don't understand why or how the hitboxes are so different, but they are at the top of the ladder at least. Ooh, and using the drills to dash through those enemies. That's very interesting. Not quite sure how that works, but it is cool. Ooh! Ooh, okay. Doing that wall jump to skip these little gaps here is incredibly hard. Maybe I'm mistaken. I haven't done that in a long time, but last time I practiced that, which was maybe a decade ago, that was incredibly difficult to do. And we have some bombs dropping, of course, on the floor. What's a Mega Man X game without bombs? I mean, in Mega Man X2, there was a nuclear bomb, as we saw. Crazy stuff, honestly. And yeah, obviously, we're skipping a lot of the upgrades. There were some upgrades we've passed throughout the game, but we'll cover that in the 100% task. Let's just look at the boss fight for Gravity Beetle. There he is, Gravity Beetle. What's he gonna do? He takes a short hop. He takes another short hop. He takes a third short hop. He tried to turn Rainbow Pearlescent for a second, but it did not work. He cocked his hand back for some odd reason. Not sure what he was doing. He summons a black hole! Mega Man, get out of there. Black holes are so powerful. Oh, thank God he killed Gravity Beetle before that black hole fully formed. If a black hole formed, the entire planet that they're on, destroyed, gone. The solar system, gone. I mean, you don't want to mess with black holes, guys. Believe me. And now we have Blast Hornet Stage, who I believe is the final Maverick before we get to take on Sigma himself. Or at least, the Nightmare Police's boss, whoever that guy is, some old man. This is another song from Mega Man X3 that, stands out. It's not a bad song at all, but, not my favorite. But it is fitting for this level somehow, despite standing out. I'm not sure how that works, but it does. And here we have... is this the mini-boss? Yeah, this is the mini-boss. Okay, we're going to see that VFX wireframe chip come into good use here. And this is weak to Toxic Seahorse's weapon, I believe. Unless TAS just does a spam click. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, no, this thing has invincibility frames. You can't spam click it. But yeah, look. Wow, what a... Oh! Putting the black hole on top of it just for good looks. My goodness, TAS. Your art really warms my heart. But anyway... This stage is pretty short. It's already almost over. There's a lot of secrets here, like collecting the ride armors. And I believe in the 100% run, we will collect all the ride armors. So if you guys want to see that, leave a comment down below. And if you don't want to see that, also leave a comment down below and say, Tooterp, I don't want to see you do a 100% task. We've seen all we need to see for Mega Man X3. But I judging by the other comments you guys have left, I doubt many people are going to say that, if anyone. So we'll probably do a 100% task if you guys want to watch that. So don't worry. Anyway, here we go. This stage is over. And it's time to fight Blast Hornet, otherwise known as Hornet Man from Mega Man 9. And here's Blast Hornet. Now, this guy is weak to black holes, as any living creature or entity would be in the universe that I'm aware of. In the known universe, I should say. Somehow his Hornets got stuck in the corner. That's top left. Not sure how that happened. Also, I'm not sure why... I guess this is a secondary weakness. I'm pretty sure he's weak to black hole. Maybe I'm crazy, but I'm pretty sure he's weak to black hole. But spinning blades are one of my favorite weapons in this game. So good fight, TAS. I'm glad you showed off that weapon. I like that weapon. And it's time to start the Sigma stages. We have Sigma 1 with a very banger soundtrack starting using Blast Hornet's weapon. My goodness gracious. Oh, the spikes are falling from the ceiling. These are, of course, one-hit kills. 1 pixel of Mega Man. If that touches a dang spikes from the ceiling, Mega Man dies. Mega Man will just die. And of course, these moving walls, I've never had an issue with them. I'm sure TAS is not going to either. That would be insanity if TAS had an issue with such an easy part. Anyway, what's this? We're already at the end of the level? Oh gosh, this looks like a terrifying boss. Surely you can take this guy out, Mega Man. Oh, Zero! I love Zero. Come on, Zero. Oh, getting behind the guy so you can go ahead and be on the right. Ooh. Because, of course, Mega Man isn't going to dash in that forced cutscene. He's going to walk across really slowly. So TAS went to the farthest right part of the screen before killing that guy, saving time. Multiple, that'd probably save like a second, to be honest. I don't know. I haven't timed that out in the lab. I don't know exactly, but probably a second. A leap of faith was taken here. Mega Man was airborne for at least a second there. I believe down that hole was the golden chip. I could be mistaken, but we will see on the 100% run if you guys want to see that. And this is the real end of the stage. Beforehand, we were tricked into believing it was the end of the stage, when really it was just a meetup with Zero. And this should be God Car Machine. Yeah, here they are. Because we did not kill Bit or Byte, they're going to do something crazy. You guys ever watch Dragon Ball Z? These guys just did a fusion dance and created God Car Machine. I don't know. God Car Machine Oinari to be exact. I don't know why he's named that, but he is in fact weak to Neon Tiger's weapon, so this should be quick work. I don't remember the boss that shows up when you kill both of them, but obviously it's a lot slower to kill than this guy, because otherwise TAS would not have taken the effort to switch to plain old dude to make sure these guys survived. And yeah, what a great fight. Good stage, TAS. And here we have Sigma Stage 2, another banger stage. We see the mountains and the lightning in the background. We're climbing up the walls right now, as Mega Man X tends to do in all the Mega Man X games. We have an upgraded version of these enemies from Toxic Seahorse's stage. I don't know the lore behind that, but they are cool. Ooh, and using a wall... Oh, switching to Zero! Yes! I love switching to Zero. X, I'm on my way. Now, that was a big time loss to switch to Zero right there. As you guys saw, you couldn't unpause the game while switching. So whatever's about to happen is certainly going to be worth it. At least I would hope so. Zero got in a boss fight? That's not allowed. What the? There's two of him? Why is there two Zeros? I get it. It's 02 from the anime. Oh my, there's so many anime. And he's blinking. He's blinking. Oh gosh, now he's just gone. Oh my goodness, I can't read what's happening. I don't know how to read, but goodbye, Zero. And really what the point of that was is now we have Zero Z Saber, which should save us a ton of time. Now, it doesn't one-hit kill like the Shoryuken and the Hadoken for Mega Man X1 and 2, but it does do, I believe, half of the boss's health in general, for the Mavericks at least, and that will save time. Now we have one of the coolest... I can't wait to see the task for this. Oh my goodness. This is so hard to do. Insanity right here. We don't even have the dash boost. You can't even dash upwards. That was pure invincibility frames, and judging by the health bar, we didn't have a single hit to spare. Crazy stuff. I love that section. I hope you guys could appreciate that as much as me. But we have a boss to take down, and judging by the bubbles coming from Mega Man's face, he appears to be underwater. Now, I don't know why Mega Man breathes underwater as a robot, but he does produce bubbles of some kind, and as we saw, that took 2 hits from the Z-Saber, so I'd say that's worth it. Great stage! And now we have Sigma Stage 3. Oh, good old Sigma Stage 3. I believe this is the refight stage, and it appears I am correct. Normally this means this is the second to last stage, but I guess we'll find out. Who is this? We have Blast Hornet. Are we going to use his weakness, or are we going to use the Z-Saber? Well, it looks like we're going to use a little of both. Mostly a Z-Saber. He died. Zero Saber always comes in clutch. It's a good weapon. You should get it if you play Mega Man X3. Oh, and now we have to fight Volt Catfish. How are we going to take this guy down, TAS? Let me know. Oh, there's one Z... Oh, he's already dead. Z-Saber, of course. Oh, this has got to be Blizzard Buffalo if I've ever seen him. It's got to be Blizzard Buffalo. But how are we going to take him down? This was a very hard boss. I don't know if you guys remember fighting him the first... Oh, he's already dead. This weapon may be weaker than the Hadoken and the Shoryuken, but it surely is not much slower, if slower at all. Oh my gosh, Mega Man, that's Crushed Crawfish. How are you going to take this guy down? Oh, you're going to use his weakness? Ooh, the combo move. The weakness to Z-Saber combo. Genius, TAS. Is that Gravity Beetle? TAS. He's going to try to make a black hole. I'm warning you. Don't do it. Don't make... Oh, good job. You didn't let him make a black hole. TAS and Mega Man X both live to see another day. Who is that? Is that Toxic Seahorse? TAS does have the weapon. Now, we might actually not see a Z-Saber. Oh, we do in fact see a Z-Saber there. What was I thinking? I thought maybe we see that other invincibility frame glitch. Who needs that thing? Neon Tiger. Now this guy's dangerous, TAS. You don't want to mess around here. Take him out as quickly as possible. Thank you. That was perfect, TAS. Good job. Is that Tunnel Rhino? Oh my gosh. Now this guy, this guy right here, this guy, TAS. I mean, this guy is dead. And that was the last Maverick, meaning we're going to fight whatever boss lies beyond this corridor here. There's more stage as well? What a refight stage. This is a full gauntlet. Oh, and there's energy, but of course TAS isn't picking that up. Why would TAS pick up weapon or health? TAS doesn't need health. TAS is a god gamer. Who's this? This is the leader of the Nightmare Police. Mega Man, teach me how to read, quick. I don't know what's happening. Somebody in the comments, teach me how to read. All I know is that he's stroking his beard. He must be up to something mischief. Oh, he's gonna fight Mega Man. This guy's no joke. Ooh, one hit with his... Maybe he was a joke. Remember that time I said this guy's no joke? It appears I may have been mistaken. And we're on the Sigma Stage 4, where we see a version of Sigma in a test tube in the background. 2 of them? Good gracious! How many Sigmas are there? Are we gonna have to fight like 8 Sigmas? I mean, my... Don't make me say good googly moogly. I already said it. Darn it. What was I thinking? Anyway, this guy right here, not this. This is Captain America Sigma. Last game we had Wolverine Sigma, which is DC, I believe. This is Marvel Sigma. We have a crazy song going on, and Sigma is dead. Captain America's shield, not very strong against the Z-Saber. Now we know that for sure. If they ever, whatever channel does that, wants to do a death battle between the Captain America's shield and Zero's Z-Saber, we know the winner. We just saw it. It's canon. But this version of Sigma is allegedly the hardest version of Sigma in any Mega Man X game. Not sure if I fully agree with that, but a lot of people have trouble even landing a hit on this guy, which I don't blame them for. The hitbox on this boss is incredibly hard to hit, let alone with the Z-Saber. And hitting him with the Z-Saber twice in a row is crazy. Crazy. I mean, look, I know it looks easy, it's TAS, but if any of you guys have ever fought this version of Sigma, you know darn well that it's hard to hit that guy in general, even with your shots. You can switch to, if you have the chest plate, I believe, it gives you the hyper thing where you constantly charge shot. It's hard to hit Sigma with that. Oh, and here we have the wireframe. That VFX chip is coming in handy right now because we have a beautiful animation of Sigma's face as Mega Man escapes the rising lava with Sigma just staring. Oh, Sigma's gonna get Mega Man. Now this can actually kill you, and dying to Sigma right now would be very upsetting, especially if you had trouble with that boss fight, which most people do. So dying to that lava sequence, getting sent back to the beginning of the stage, not fun. Okay, Virtualized. Mega Man did say a curse word. I'm not censoring it because he didn't say it out loud, but just I can't read anyway. I've heard Mega Man says a curse word. I don't know which one was the bad word. I can't read, but Mega Man's cornered is the idea of this. And, oh, what the? The Nightmare Police are rebelling against Sigma? What is this? This is some Deus Ex Machina if I've ever seen it. But Mega Man doesn't seem too interested. Now they're both exploding? Both of them? Alright. Again, I can't read, but I assume Sigma was going to take over Mega Man's body with the Sigma virus. Oh, wow. That's much louder than the entirety of the game. Not a bad sound by any means, but, well, the Sigma Fortress has been destroyed. Not in as much of a flaming glory as the past 2 games, but destroyed nonetheless. Looks more like an abandoned building than a destroyed building. But again, it's sunrise or maybe it's sunset. I don't know. We didn't get to see the night sky beforehand, so we don't know for sure what time of day this picture is taking place, but it's probably sunrise. Anyway, like I've said, I can't read, and this text is way too slow anyway, so even if I could read, I wouldn't do it. But my reading abilities aside, that was a great task. I know I say this every time, but I of course thoroughly enjoyed that, and I liked a lot of the tricks we got to see. There weren't that many glitches, but there was a lot of clean gameplay, and there were some exploits on some of the Mavericks that you guys may not have known about, and you should be able to use in your own gameplay. Because doing that trick on Toxic Seahorse or on Crushed Crawfish is actually a lot easier than you would think it is, because a lot of task glitches are like, oh, that's impossible. How the heck did TAS do that? But I promise you, these are very viable even for like the average Mega Man player. So go try them out yourself. Now, making 2 copies of Zero, I don't know how that happened or why, but You might as well try that one too. Why not? Anyway, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, let me know if you want to see a Mega Man X3 100% task, because if you do, we will take a look at it. And maybe after that, if you guys behave yourselves, we'll take a look at the task that plays Mega Man X1, X2, and X3 with one controller. That sounds like it could be a fun time, but I'm only going to do it if you behave yourselves. But you guys have been good. Go get yourself a chocolate milk after this video. You know what? This video is over. Go get a chocolate milk right now. It's good. It's yummy. It's good for you. Chocolate milk is really good for you. Believe me.